Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Amanda and this is the Strawberry Moon Homestead. So recently I got a turkey on a very good price, and if you were with me for the freezer meal video, you saw where I turned it into some turkey pot pies for freezer meals. Today I'm going to be canning up the broth that I've been making with the turkey bones. So I had the turkey bones in some filtered water with some celery and carrots and onions yesterday, and I had it on the oven on low all day yesterday. So it's made a really nice, beautiful broth. So today I'm gonna get that in the canner. So I have my broth on the stove here. The bones and everything are still in there, so I'm going to strain them out and then put it back on the oven while I get my pressure canner ready. So there's our broth. Now, when I sieved mine out, it came like a lot of the herbs still came through. So if you don't want that, you can use a cheesecloth and then put it through a cheesecloth, and then it's a finer sieve. But for me, this is fine. I'm going to jar it up just like this. So I'm going to go ahead and get my pressure canner ready. To get my pressure canner ready, I'm going to fill it with water about a third of the way in. Normally there's a bit of a line in my pressure canner where I normally fill it up to. I'm also going to put in a little bit of white vinegar because I get calcium stains on my glasses, and the vinegar will prevent that. So as my pressure canner is filling up, I'm going to put my jars in there so that it steams and sterilizes my jars before I fill them. I love being able to make my own home-cooked broth and have it canned and in the pantry. That way I know what ingredients are in it, I know the quality of broth, and it's a heck of a lot cheaper than at the store. I can take the bones from a meal that we've just done and then get even an extra bit of a meal out of it as well. So it's very frugal practice to have. All right, so my jars have been sterilized, so now I am going to get the broth into the jar. Normally I would use a funnel, but mine has gone missing, so I'm gonna be hopefully not as messy as last time with my jam. Okay, so you're gonna want to leave 1 inch headspace when canning your broth. And then I also take a paper towel with a bit of vinegar on it to wipe over the lids. The vinegar will break down any fatty bits from the broth so that hopefully you will get a much better seal. And this way you can also check your glasses to make sure that there's no cracks or chips or anything like that to ensure you have a good seal. All right, now you're just going to place your lids on your jars and your spin tops on fingertip tight. And after that, you can get them in your canner. All right, now that my jars are in the canner, I'm gonna get my lid on, and then I'm gonna let it steam out the steamer, a good hard steam for 10 minutes before I put my pressure gauge on. Okay, so after your pressure canner has been steaming a full stream of steam for 10 minutes, you can put your poundage on. So it's 10 psi, but you also have to follow your pressure canner's advice for altitude. So I'm going to put mine on 15 psi. Now you're going to let your canner come up to pressure, and then you're going to can it for 20 minutes for pints and 25 minutes for quarts. Once your time is up, shut your canner off and leave it for a long time for the pressure to come down before you open the lid. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're looking for homesteading, urban homesteading, any recipes, frugal hacks, budget ideas, make sure that you give my channel a like and a follow. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys next time.